Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Coach Ruben, here with 24/7 Podcast. We're here with Sweet Feet, Coach P,
Yes, sir.
all of the above. We're just gonna sit here and talk about a little bit about Sweet Feet training, his 7-on-7 organization, things like that. Thank you so much for coming today.
Absolutely.
A lot of people to start off, tell us what is Sweet Feet? What is Sweet Feet training? What do you guys do? I know you guys do some training. You guys do some 7-on-7. Let us know a little bit about it.
Well, Sweet Feet Training is a sports performance facility out in Avondale. I started off in the parks. My training was based on movement because I had cones in the park and just helping a lot of athletes with their movement at their position, perfecting their craft, running, speed, whatever they need for the game of football. And then as I developed my brand and more clients came, I moved to my garage where I can get some weights going and, developing that aspect of the game because you need both. You need to be able to move on the field and have size to play against, bigger kids or whatever, get to college, and you need that weight. So we added that, and then, 3 years? Got my facility, opened up our facility in Avondale, and since then we've been consistently growing. Got a lot of NFL clients, got baseball kids, soccer, a lot of track kids. So the brand has just been growing. And I started the brand because when I was playing growing up, I couldn't afford a trainer. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody to push me, telling me what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. So my motive was to help kids further their career and get to college. That's the main goal for me, get to college. Like NFL is 1%. I want you to get to college, be the best human being that you can be in this world, and raise you to be a leader, and help your parents. There's people who come to me dealing with stuff in school. They like, hey, can you talk to my son? He won't listen to nobody but you. So I drove up to people's houses just to have a conversation with a kid. So it's more than just training. It's having that mentor, having somebody there to help you guide you through your life.
Right. So did you play college ball?
Yeah, I played at Mount Sac, and then from there I went to Bethel College, a smaller school.
Right.
And that was due to I didn't have the classes to go to. I had TCU and Jacksonville State, but I didn't have the classes. But I was the first person in my family to go to college, so I was just kind of winging it and just playing ball.
So where did the name Sweet Feet come from? What, do you run a 4-2,
That came from college.
4-1?
That came from college. I always had good feet work, good technique. So a lot of my my teammates in college would call me Sweet Feet. So as I was thinking of like a name for my brand, and I was like, Sweet Feet Training. One is, it sticks. People hear it. Everybody, once it sticks, like marketable for, people to remember that name. It's easy, like Sweet Feet Training, like, oh, Sweet Feet, and you remember the name. So
so I never heard of Sweet Feet before until I started seeing you guys at the 7-on-7 tournaments. And then all of a sudden, it's kind of like one of those cars. You always want this car, but you never see nobody with it. But then as soon as you get it, you see that car on everything.
Yeah.
So once I seen you guys at the 7-on-7, then all of a sudden I started seeing Sweet Feet at track meets. I started seeing Sweet Feet here. I started seeing the gear there, getting there. So you guys definitely coming on the scene. So as far as, that's the training aspect of it. So you guys also do 7-on-7?
Yeah, we just started that. I started with my youth team 2 years ago. And that's just another opportunity for kids to, like I said, do what they love, have a mentor, provide, everything that for as far as uniforms, provide those for free, try to cover the games as much as possible. A lot of times, I'm coming out of my own pocket paying for things, just so kids can have, an avenue to do what they love and play the game of football, stay out of trouble, do something active, stay away from obesity and stuff like that.
So if a kid is interested in being a part of Sweet Feet, what is you guys' motto? Can anybody just come be a part of Sweet Feet? Do they have to meet, a certain age? Do you guys do boys and girls?
We had a tryout for our youth team. Actually, for our youth team, we are merging with the unit for our youth team because with my training regimen and how much I'm training guys, doing the youth and high school, it was a lot for me last year. Like I was beyond exhausted. And I have my own 4 kids that I'm family first. Right. I had professional offers to go play overseas and stuff. I didn't take those so I can be with my kids and raise my kids. So that's first and foremost for me. My daughter runs track. My other daughter plays soccer. You know, my other young, they're not playing nothing yet, but eventually they will. But I want to be available to them just as much as I am for other people's kids. So I merged with the unit. They're a great program. Thomas has a successful program going there. We sat down, had a conversation, and right now we're training the unit at the facility. So we're gonna merge the youth team with them, and then I'll still continue to do the high school team.
All right. So where's your facility at?
Avondale.
Avondale.
Off Fairway. It's like right across the freeway from Friendship Park.
Okay. So, like, do you guys have it where you have memberships there, or is it just
subscriptions for personal group training? We also have parent fitness as well. A lot of people do personal training. Okay. They want that one-on-one individual. But yes, you subscribe. We have an app that we use. Send out the app, and then it comes out every month, and then it can stop at any time.
So what if you have, some kids that's more maybe like in the East Valley, and you may have 3 or 4 or 5 kids or something like that. Do you still, by you having a facility, would you still be interested in like going out to parks if it's a group, or do everybody need to come out to Avondale?
What's your used to travel, but a lot of people come from the East Side to train with me.
Yeah.
I do plan to open a facility in the East Side though.
Right.
In 2 years, so I will be doing that. That's coming soon. 2 years. I already had one parent today actually asked me. She was like, "When you come to the East Side?" She was like, "We'll support you. We love what you do." Blah blah blah. I was like, I'm gonna bring a facility out there in 2 years. I'm just trying to establish this one. Get the right person to run this, and then I'll open that East Side one.
So as a trainer and a former player, how do you think 7-on-7 helps your kids? And what's some of the things that you think help transition them into the field on Friday nights or possibly Saturday nights?
7-on-7. I mean, it's a different game to me. Like when I was playing ball, sevens was something we did for like a month, and then we was back to regular. I mean, I guess it can help with technique if you're teaching it. I mean, it depends on who the coach is. If you're teaching technique, you're teaching coverage the right way, and you're not just adapting to what 7-on-7 is, then it can translate to tackle football. But some of the things that are done in 7-on-7, you will never see in a tackle football game.
So I'm gonna ask you this question. This is a big question. I hear a lot of people say 7-on-7 is not real football. And I see a lot of debate about this all over social media.
It's not tackle football, it's 7-on-7. I'm gonna say real football. I mean, it's not tackle football. Right. Two different games.
Right.
Because you can have somebody that's a dog in sevens and you put them pads on, you're a whole different player. You see that day in and day out. I saw it when I was playing ball. We have some dudes that was dogs. They call them T-shirt All-Americans. You put them pads on, they freeze up. Right. So it's a different game.
Right. And then how long you say you guys been around?
For the sevens, 3 years.
3 years.
But my high school team, our first year was last year.
Right. Tell me about a couple, just in general, training or anything like that. Tell me about 1 or 2 players that you think that came through your program that made the biggest impact.
First kid I'm about to say is Ivan Martin from Saguaro. I had him since 8th grade, and he's been loyal to anything as far as training. Parents, he came to me, had 2 left feet, and we've been developing him. He played freshman JV, then started 2 years varsity, has multiple D1 offers now, D2 offers. He gonna get more offers now. He already has 2 interceptions on the year in 2 games. So he's a kid and he's a leader as well, and he leads by example. We had to get him to start talking more as the season, because I was like, "You one of my leaders, like you do everything right. You just got to be more vocal now," and he started doing that. So he's a kid that I would say our program impacted him in different ways as far as being a leader, consistently working hard, developing from nobody know who he is to one of the top defensive players at Saguaro. So, and who else can I say? I have a lot of youth kids too.
Yeah,
I got some dogs as youth kids.
Hey, talk about them. If they made a big impact on your program.
I have Junior Porter. He's a kid that I have for 4 years now too. Elite receiver. Not the fastest kid, but route running is great. Hands is great. You can't guard him one-on-one because his routes are so good.
How old is he?
He is 12 now.
12?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's another kid that been loyal to our program for the longest time and consistency developing. And then with him as well is eating well. I always get on him like, you got to eat well, man.
Right.
'Cause a lot of these kids nowadays just eat whatever.
Right.
There's more fast food, more available now. It's easier to just drive to a fast food spot, pick up some food. I'm like, don't do that.
Right.
Go home, eat something good, take care of yourself. And he's been doing that now. So.
Okay. So we got we're in 2021. Is the year is ending. What is something that the community, Arizona, Phoenix, can look forward to for the new year from Sweet Feet? Do you guys have any new thing coming up? Any things we can expect?
I'm actually talking to my guy, Get It in Apparel, Donnie. We've been talking about a few things. I don't want to say too much, but
Right.
look, keep a lookout for, me and him setting some stuff up for the future and some camps and things for the community, for kids. We've been talking about some different stuff that we haven't seen that we want to see. We could put together, put our minds together and, and do it. So that's something I'm excited about.
Right, okay. So if they have some people that's looking forward to getting some training, more information from Sweet Feet, do you guys have any kind of like social media? Like how can they get in contact? Do you got a website, phone number, anything like that?
All of those things. Instagram is at sweetfeet_training. Facebook is Sweet Feet Training or Coach Pete. Number is 323-338-4421. You can also follow us on Twitter, Sweet Feet Training 1. And I think that's all of them, right? Is there more? There's so many outlets, man.
There's so many outlets. Right. There's so many outlets you can't even tell.
But Instagram is definitely, Facebook and Instagram is the biggest ones that we're on as far as promoting and, putting photos or videos out there of what we do. So
right.
That's the two biggest ones.
All right. And are you guys going to have a sevens team coming in this year?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Our
high school?
Team.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What can we expect from them? Do you got some dogs returning?
Oh, yeah, we do. Our freshman squad, we got some dogs.
From your freshman squad?
Yeah, from our freshman squad.
Do you guys more local teams? Do you guys travel?
Yeah, we traveled last year. We went to Florida. We went to Texas. We went to, what was that, Bullhead? Where else we go? I'm trying to think.
What is it? Was it a good experience?
We were supposed to go to
travel?
Vegas, but COVID kind of happened and messed that up. But
yeah. How was your experience when you travel? Versus, I know I seen you guys at a lot of Red Zone tournaments. That's the biggest brand out here in Phoenix.
Yeah.
So the talent level and the pool level that you experienced playing here, how was it compared to when you traveled to the other states?
That speed. When we went to Florida, boy, they found out real fast.
A little different over there.
They was like, them dudes fast. And they just a little bit more rowdy, too. They more outspoken.
Right.
The environment is a little different. Everybody a little louder.
Right.
A little more hype. And that's how it is in Cali, too.
Right.
A little bit more hype, speed. Kids is just faster. So they seen.
Did the kids you had, did they step up to the challenge?
Yeah. Nah,
yeah?
Yeah, a couple teams. Even one team, we had lost to them, but I think they ended up winning the whole thing.
Right.
And the coach, after the game, he was like, I thought y'all almost had me. Because
Yeah.
we was going back and forth, like, offensively. Couldn't nobody stop nobody.
Right.
Because we was just killing them with routes. And mine was more route scheme. I'm like, I know we're not going to beat them with speed, so let's beat them with route schemes and technique. And that's what we were doing. And they just beat us with talent. I forgot. I think they had one kid was, like, from Florida State, or a 5-star kid committed to Florida or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, he was a dog, so.
Okay.
And then you can do about that in sevens.
Yeah, right. Okay. So if really appreciate you stopping in, talking with us, man. We definitely want to see you come back in once we get closer to the season. When you get your new apparel, your Eastside location, definitely come back in, step in, let everybody know what's going on. Like I said, we're here to just really get out everything in Arizona, Phoenix. We hear a lot of things about Arizona don't have ballers.
Oh, no,
right?
they definitely got ballers.
And that's what we're trying to tell everybody, So, a lot of time we have a lot of sevens team that travel to Cali, to Florida, to Texas, and it's now it's like, oh, that's Arizona. That's not a football state. They don't have no ballers there.
That's changing, though. We got some dogs.
Exactly.
You got Burke right now from Saguaro. Or he went at Brophy and then went to Saguaro. He's at Ohio State now, starting DB.
Yeah, and you got your boy Keegan.
Rattler, Keegan.
Right.
At ASU, who do you have? Will.
Yeah.
At ASU, you got some dogs out here.
Yeah.
So you definitely don't sleep. I'm from Cali. Don't sleep on Arizona. So
right.
they definitely got ballers out here.
Right, for sure, man. So last but not least, is there anything you want to let us know about Sweet Feet? So if it's somebody that don't know nothing about Sweet Feet training.
Somebody that don't, it's the best training you're going to get in Arizona. If you want to move right, you want your feet right, come get that Sweet Feet. Come get at me.
Hey, I hear you. Hey, we going to end on that. All love, baby. Appreciate you stopping by.